they feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they'll run it here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. This is Jennings. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick-6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the 49er hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now left side on the swing pass. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a run with Walker. There he goes, right side. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Here's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Straight ahead, Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Smith's going to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Now the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw.
Flushed out right.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
To throw is Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Here's Purdy. That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody.
This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.